not going with straight sword, so thank you. Maybe it was a bit stupid to take that item. Bandage knife. Now, the bandage knife is kind of good. And I think well, I know the reason for that is because it has bleeding, standard bleeding, when you get it. And I remember enchanting it, or infusing it in this game, with poison. So every single hit I was landing on any opponent was building up with poison and bleeding at the same time, which is rather good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll just be looking down here to see if there's any items I've missed. I don't think there is, no. Wait, there might be actually. Oh wait, no, this just leads back to, yeah, this just leads back into this area where I fell down from. But yeah, I enchanted the bag this time. It was really just for the really big NPC opponents, because as I said, I don't like using it in PvP because it's just bullshit way to win. So it was only to those really, really big guys, like the really, really big shots regular enemies. Because enchanting bleeding, of course, causes their health to degrade quickly at a quick rate. I actually don't really know what bleeding does in this game. I'm actually not quite sure of what bleeding does yet in this game. So if you know, feel free to tell me. Because in the last game, obviously, it caused your opponent to instantly lose a large portion of their health. And I think that was depending on the percentage of how much health they had, and then they would lose like a percentage of it. But in this one, it doesn't appear to be doing the same thing. So I'm not really sure what poison, what bleed actually does in this game. I'm not really sure about this. So if you know, feel free to tell me. But yeah, the reason why I really liked the Ricard's Rapier is because this is the regular weak attacks. Pretty fast. Two-handing it. Just weak attacks and strong attacks. Now that right there is the reason why I love it. You see, if you only press it one single time on the strong attack one, it does this. And that's good if your enemy is not quite close enough to be hit by it. If you hit twice, I think it is, it does this. No, wait. It does that. And it's the same if you one-handed, so if you... I think it's a really, really awesome weapon. Now it only has physical damage. Well, it only has physical damage. It doesn't have anything like bleed or poison or dark, lightning, fire, magic. It has 140 counter attack, damage or something, and 10 poise break. Now if you actually manage to land the whole combo of this on your opponent, it will be amazing. Especially if you do have poison on it or bleeding Poison is preferred. Just imagine that one, just continuously getting hit by that one, and it basically instantly poisons your opponent, which I think is amazing. But I really don't like using it in PvP. As I've already said, it's a pretty douche weapon to be using. The good thing about it in this one is you can enchant it with, you can, well, not enchant it, you can upgrade it with, what's it called, with the regular Titanite shards. See how damaging that is. Oh god. Okay. It's also quite dangerous because you of course continue to... What the... That is most likely the most glorious way to go. Wow. But yeah, you can see how damaging it is if you actually land every single of those hits. And it even deals additional damage. Like, it deals an immense amount of damage on the last hit. Okay. You can see, I really love this weapon. And the reason for that is if you're fighting slow opponents, you're basically gonna rule them, because you're just gonna be pounding them down into the pavement. Morningstar, which is bleed, not preferred in my opinion, but we might be going into that one. Now I'm curious about if we should actually take on. I know we shouldn't take on the. No, I don't want to take on the. Okay. Take that. Oh, and we're of course getting shot as well. I managed to heal. Good. One thing that you've got to be a little bit that you've got to think a little bit about when using this weapon, of course, is the fact that you don't, during this second combo of this, come on, during the second combo of the strong attack. Sorry, I'm just concentrating a little bit on not dying here. Oh, come on. That's bullshit. You should have de-aggroed. Oh. The thing you gotta think about when you use this weapon is that when you're using the strong attack and using the long combo, during the, you see it has like 3 different steps of the, I can show you this. It has like 3 different steps of the strong attack. Like you see this, the first step is this, and that's the second, and that's the third. So it has, so that's how it has 3 different steps. And during the first step, you will move a little bit forward when you use it, as you can see here. You'll step a little bit forward to be able to hit your opponent. During the second step, you will not move any further forward. So if you're pushing your opponent too far back while using the first step, you won't be able to hit him during the second one, even though it has a lot of hits. They'll just miss. And again, during the third one, you will step forward again. So if your opponent is relatively slow, you can actually still hit them during the third one. Now, another thing to notice about this weapon is that, what was it? The damage isn't actually that great. And also, that was actually the thing I wanted to say. When you use the strong attack, of course, as you see, it has a charge up. You just place it in front of your head for a second, like this, and then you start attacking. And that's something worth noting because I've tried multiple times where enemies have gotten too close, and I haven't been able to kill them because they kept staggering me, basically. Also, I really cannot recommend using this weapon when you haven't upgraded it with anything, or infused it with anything, or anything at all. I really cannot recommend it using it on those big guys, because they cannot be staggered, at least as far as I know, they cannot get staggered. Which basically means that you will be stabbing them, and they will just be able to continue attacking. Or you could also rely on the weak attack, which is a fast one with a lot of damage behind it. That's always good. Now, as far as I remember, there should be another archer around here. If I'm not mistaken, it might have been the archer I just killed. Yeah, he might have been the archer I just killed. Oh shit, yeah, that's right, that happened. It's actually scared me a little bit. Okay, he was most likely the archer I just killed. I will just be getting this because there's an awesome sorcery here. I wasn't expecting to be using the sorceries, but there's a soul spear in here, and the soul spear has actually been modified in this game, unlike the first one, so it has less charges now. Because if people had completed the game a couple of times, they were basically able to kick the ass of anyone who dared to even try and get in with it. Because, well, it's hard to say because there are like two different things about that. The first one is that it's relatively slow to attack with, and the other thing. God, I hate your attack speed, bitch. But yeah, in general. Oh yeah, these guys can shoot poison arrows, so I will just be going up here and secure this guy first. I really don't like this area. To be honest, I really hate this area. Because there's just so many things that can kill you. And just explain to me how he hit me before I hit him right there. How is he still alive? Okay, we'll just be switching up to the Dragonite Sword. How? What? But yeah, there are a lot of things that can kill you here. Or am I actually? Yeah, I will actually. I don't like this. Oh shit. Yep. That's why I didn't like it. I wonder if that's just a trap made by another player. But yeah, in general, I don't really like that area because there's so many things that can kill you. Like you basically have to try and well, basically do your best to kill everything, and it's really really hard. And they even tease you with a bonfire at the other location. You see where I was before? There was in fact a bonfire. I can't get to that bonfire because it needs a key from a further area, which is the dangerous part of the area. Which is why I don't really like this area at all. But yeah, I'll just be rolling with this weapon right now for now. Honestly. Yes, I'll take it. Bastard. But yeah, we can just go around and see it because there is in fact a bonfire right in there. But as you can see, the door is locked, which needs a key to find further on in the area. That is something I hate about this game. It shows you a bonfire, but then it makes it so that you can't get to the bonfire unless you get a key from the area that you're trying to avoid as you're going. And especially this part is just really. I just think that part is just crazy difficult. Because there's like an archer with poison arrows. There's like a dude protecting the archer with poison arrows. And in general, there's just so many things that I don't like about this area. I know there's an item down there, but can I actually get to it? That's the question. I've now gotten to this area. Oh yeah, that's right. The Rowena God Spirit will be spawning. You actually see that I hit him way before he moved, and he still managed to live. What's the point? Now in this area, you see, there we go. That is the key to the bonfire, which I will just go back to and open up for and light. I will not be resting at it. It would be nice to. What in the heaven's name is going on here? that is legitimately one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Well, Dark Souls, alright? Anyways, I will just be going back here and light the bonfire, but not rest at it. For two reasons. First of all, because there's an NPC through here that I would love talking to.
Who are you?
There we go.
You pipe and off. Pipe and
There we go.
off.
Now it would be nice to respawn all the Estus flasks that I have. So I'm back up to 4 before facing the boss, because there is a boss through this area. Um, oh god. there is a boss through this area. Now there is a dark spirit right up ahead as well, right before the boss area. But I prefer to not respawn all the enemies. I think some of them are just too difficult to deal with. At least in the location where they are. Now where that was turning point, but having a friend here is very, 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 very nice. I do enjoy having a phantom here. I don't know if there is any NPC phantom. I think there should be an NPC phantom right here. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think there should be an NPC phantom. I'm not sure. Now there isn't any player phantoms, so this is just one of them. Oh, okay, fine. Let's go into the edge of the skeleton doors. Essence, the skeleton doors aren't actually too bad. Because they are not big enough and they do not have that much so the problem lies in the aftermath of these here's just oh god. I actually did not notice when the skeletons were just running. At least I like that they modified the skeleton so that they aren't as devastating as the first part. Oh, that was bullshit! Fucking really? They just staggers me and keeps me staggered. And then a fucking wheel just comes in and hits me. Please tell me that that was not unfair. Well, please tell me that it was unfair, because if it wasn't unfair, then I was just plain bad. I will be using more human effigy though, because now it has given me opportunity for the actual NPCs to spawn, which I might think was a problem before, because I hadn't rested at the bonfire. So the reason why I hadn't spawned was possibly because these guys seriously, I hate this area. And the reason for hating this area is because all the enemies in here is just, they're just not caring about one shit. They just want you dead. Look at that. I jumped and he's still fucking nails me. How's that even supposed to be fair? We'll just be rushing. Look at that! I just keep getting staggered by this. Very chaotic. Decides to try and attack me while it's stationary. Pretty much. The thing is now all you freaking units are staggered. All across the place. Come on! I've seen how far they go. They do not go that far. Fuck this area. Seriously. No, seriously, that's bullshit. I know how far they go. I've just seen 3 instances where they've gone half that distance and then just stopped. That means they can't go any further. Then they can't go fucking any further. This is fucking insanely bullshit. Seriously, what the fuck's the... Okay, oh yeah, no, definitely. Just stop my attack midway, like, seriously. I just don't understand how it's fair that they always hit me with every... Look at that! I just lost, like, I don't know how many souls. I mean, seriously, just look at that. Just seriously look at that. I don't understand how they thought it was fair to make these fucking assassin guys or whatever they are. Well, they're probably bandits, but it doesn't really matter. I just don't see how it's fair that they've made these bandit guys capable of always hitting you, no matter how fast your weapon is. It just doesn't matter. They always hit you first. Look, I even got hit right there as I was dodging. I rolled away from him, and he still hit me. And I did not mean to use that. My blessing. And also, they've made the archers in this game insanely OP. Like, how is it fair that their arrows have homing capabilities, along with them predicting where you're going to stand the next minute? How's that fair? I just want to know. Because legitimately cannot say how that's supposed to be fair. Fucking hate you right here. Family. Go die in the fire. But seriously, I just don't see how that's supposed to be fair. I mean, in the other game, the homing of the arrows, the actual homing of the arrows, where it just homes in on you after they shot, after they fired it, that was completely insanely good. But that's still more fair than, I mean, they've decreased the amount of homing that the arrows do in this game, I think. But doing that, they've increased how good the enemies are at actually holding the actual arrows. Like how good they are at actually aiming the shit. Which, in my opinion, is complete and utter bullshit. How is that supposed to be fair? Oh yeah, no. You're a physical fucking bitch. You just go off and fire a ball in your face. No big deal. Now I have defeated the last hell of you. And they cancel out my name. Great. Fucking great. Really? No, that was just exactly what I wanted to do. Why is my stamina just not there? Now there should only be videos in the Look at this! I'm literally aiming at them, but it just doesn't work. There we go. The annoying part is all the other times that I've fought the skeleton players, I've done it on the first try. The very first time I ever did it on my very first playthrough, I defeated them in the first try alone. And on my second playthrough, on my New Game Plus, I defeated them on the first try with 2 other phantoms, which that's not really an achievement, I know, but so this leads down to the Duke's Steer Freya, and the second area where we can get boss souls, but you still need to activate the NPC in that area for us. And actually, I will just be equipping this thing because I'm going to be using the cartwheels again. I do think I want to have more, not stability, but more kind of durability on it. Wait. What? this was going to lead us to. I actually thought that was going to lead us to the. No, that's right. That's after the Doors of Pharaohs. I keep forgetting. I have a hard time finding my way around the Huntsman Gorge and all those other areas. I really have to do this one again.
Bear.
The leveling up that I will
Nest
be doing is breaking the code of conduct and going all up into vigor because I need more health. I definitely need more health. But I always have like a hard time finding my way around the Huntsman Forest areas and all those other areas. But yeah, that's the Harvest Valley, and after that is the Earthen Peak, and after that is the Iron Keep. Which means that in the other area we just need to go through the Doors of Pharaohs and defeat the I can't quite remember his name. Something with the Magus, Premius Magus or something, and the congregation. And then we need to go through the what's that area called? The Brightstone Cove Zeldora, I think. Brightstone Cove Zeldora. I think, I'm not sure. And once we go through that area, we will be in. Well, that is actually the area where we'll be fighting one of the great lords called the Duke's Dear Freya. That's not a boss I'm particularly looking forward to, because she is hard as balls, but it's fine. And of course in the Iron Keep we'll be fighting the Old Iron King, which is actually not that terrible a boss. I mean, I've heard a lot of players complaining about the difficulty of him, and I felt his difficulty after summoning players. And this is actually a little bit of an advice for you guys, because I found him extremely difficult when I was fighting him with two other summonable phantoms, partly because he had more health and he had more defense. But when I was fighting him alone, I actually defeated him on the first try. So if you're having trouble with him, I recommend you trying to do it on your own, because he is actually easier on his own. Oh, I ran out of timing charts. No, I ran out of timing charts.
I'll be around.
Anyways, and yeah, after we've gone a little bit through the Harvest Valley, I think it is. No, it's not the Harvest Valley. It's after we've gone a little bit through the Earthen Peak, we'll encounter an NPC, which will be sitting. Well, we will get him to move to here, and then we will buy a ladder from him, which we can set up right here, so we can get down into this area. And the reason for him putting up a ladder instead of me just buying the cat ring and jumping down there, because I don't use the cat ring for anything other than that. And I don't really like the fact that I have to waste, because it costs like 13,000 or something souls. I'm not quite sure on the amount, but it costs a lot of souls. I don't really want to waste that many souls in a ring. I'll use once, and then that's it. But yeah, we'll be encountering him, and I do think it will be taking the Harvest Valley and the Earthen Peak and possibly the Iron Keep next time, and getting to the Old Iron King and see if we can kick his ass. But yeah, other than that, it should be good. But yeah, thanks for sticking around so far. Um, wow, we've done a lot today. Really, we've defeated Nazca. We've defeated the Skeleton Lords. We've defeated the old Dragon Slayer and the Dragon Rider. And we killed. Don't even remind me, but we also killed that woman there, the Miracle Woman. I'm gonna call her the Miracle Woman. I'm gonna call her Wonder Woman from now on. We killed Wonder Woman. Yeah. And we got the Ricot's Rapier, one of my favorite weapons, because that's strong attack. It's really awesome. But yeah, I guess I'll see you next time. See ya, man.